This story is based on true life events. Listeners' discretion is advised. Well, they say true friendship is born from sacrifice and also showing up for the ones you claim you love, right? Well, I am that friend who sacrificed too much, and I have no idea on how to retrace my steps. My name is Ebuka, and this is my story. They call him Dele, and he has been my friend from the longest of time. I was in my house this fateful evening in the village, basking in the warmth of the glow of the evening, when my childhood friend Dele came to me with a heart-wrenching plea. "Please, Oremi, Dakun, Joe, sleep with my wife," he cried, his voice breaking with desperation. He kneeled before me, his strong hands trembling as they clutched mine. Tears streamed down his face, glistening the fading light. I was very shocked. My eyes widened as I glanced at his wife Folashade, who stood beside him with tears in her eyes. I was speechless, unsure of how to respond to this unimaginable request. Dele and I go way back. We grew up together in Igbonla, sharing dreams and adventures. Our bond was more than just friendship. It was like brotherhood. As we reached adulthood, our paths diverged, but our bond remained strong. I often visited Igbonla, bringing tales of the city and gifts for Dele and his wife Olashade. The three of us shared a bond that was rare and beautiful. But during one of my visits, I noticed a change in my vibrant friend Dele. I confronted him and I asked him what was bothering him, but he brushed it off, saying it was just some personal issues. I wasn't okay with it, but I let it go. It wasn't until later, as we sat around a fire, that Dele finally opened up. He and Folashade had been trying to conceive a child for years, but all their efforts had been in vain. The village elders whispered about curses and bad omens, and the pressure from the community was very, very unbearable. Folashade then revealed the shocking truth that they had even consulted a renowned healer, a well-known native doctor, who told them that the only way to break the curse was for Folashade to conceive a child with another man. I was stunned. I loved Dele and Folashade like family, but the request was very unimaginable. I couldn't fathom the idea of betraying my only friend, yet I couldn't ignore their suffering as well. As I walked through the familiar streets of Igbonla, the memories of our childhood came rushing back to me afresh. The day we first met, the countless hours we spent exploring the fields, the time I almost drowned and Dele heroically saved me. These memories only strengthened my resolve to help my brother and my friend, no matter the cost. Days turned into weeks, and I wrestled with my conscience. The weight of Dele and Folashade's plea consumed my thoughts, leaving me sleepless and restless. I found myself wandering the familiar streets of Igbonla, the memories of our childhood flooding my mind again. One night, as I sat by the flickering fire by the side of my house, Dele and Folashade came to visit me. Dele's eyes were filled with despair, and Folashade's hands trembled as she grabbed mine. "Ebuka, we've been to the hospital," Dele began, his voice barely above a whisper. "The doctors say we are very fine. I'm fertile." I felt a relief in my heart at first, but I'm still curious to his words. "Very fertile, you say? But how can it be that you can't father a child, since they say you are very fertile? Folashade spoke up, her voice laced with anguish. We've tried everything, Ebuka. Medicines, treatments, but nothing has worked. The doctors say there is nothing they can do. Daly reached out and grabbed my hands. His grip, desperate. Please, my dear friend Ebuka, you are the only one who can help us. We've been to the native doctor, and he says the only way to break the curse is for Folashade to conceive a child with another man. Ebuka, do you remember when I saved you from drowning at the Forbidden River when we were kids? I nodded my head in acknowledgement. Daly continued. That was the beginning of my predicament. I never knew I was cursed by the river goddess that day. I was stunned by his words, my mind racing with the implications of their request. But remembering how he told me not to go close to that river because I can't swim, not even knowing that it was a river owned by the river goddess Amoria. Daily, my friend, Folashade, this is a lot to take in at this moment. I need time to think, please. Daly nodded, understanding the weight of the decision he had placed on my shoulders. Take all the time you need, Ebuka. You are my friend. You are not just a friend, you are now my brother. We trust you, and we know you will do what's best for our family. Days passed, and I found myself wandering the streets, lost in my own thoughts again. The memory of Daly and Folashade's visits to the native doctor haunted me. The only way to break the curse is for Folashade to conceive a child with another man. Must it be me? Wait, the old healer had told them, I knew the gravity of what they were asking of me, but the love I felt for my dear friends was stronger than my own hesitation. So then, I made my own decisions. The following night, I entered into Daly's house. The air was thick with tension, but with deep sense of trust and understanding. As Folashade and I came together, Daly stood outside, folding his hands backwards, constantly pacing at the entrance of his own house. Tears streaming down his face. I knew the pain and sacrifice I was enduring, but I was willing to bear that burden for the sake of my beloved friends. In the days that followed, the village was filled with unspoken happiness. Daly and Folashade were grateful for my selfless act, but I could see the weight of it on my shoulders. I withdrew from my friends, spending more time alone, lost in my own thoughts, unable to shake away the guilt and sense of betrayal all over me, even though I knew it was necessary. One evening, as I sat by the river, Daly approached me, his eyes filled with understanding, and he said to me, Ebuka, I know this has been hard for you, but I want you to know that Folashade and I are forever indebted to you. You have given us the greatest gift ever, and we will forever never forget it. I looked up, my eyes brimming with tears. Daly, I don't know if I can ever forgive myself for what I've done. Daly placed a hand on my shoulders, his grip firm and reassuring. You have done nothing, so there's nothing to forgive, my brother. You have saved our family, and for that, we will be eternally grateful. Time passed, and Folashade's belly began to swell with new life in it. The village elders, once skeptical, now whispered of a blessing, a miracle that had broken the curse. Dele and Folashade beamed with joy, their hearts overflowing with gratitude. As the day of the child's birth approached, I knew deep down in my heart that I would have to face the consequences of my actions. I steeled myself, knowing that the path ahead would be very difficult for me, but I was determined to see it through for the sake of my beloved friends. But the question that I keep asking myself was, would I come back to claim my child in the future? How would I react when I see my own child, I mean my own blood, in the arms of another man? What if I can't father a child again in the future? Still, I don't have a clear answer to this. All I know is that I've made a sacrifice out of love, and I'll have to live with these consequences forever, despite the fact that it hurts me deeply. It's been 5 years now, and I decided to visit my friend Dele, who has 2 girls and my son. I'm married to the love of my life, but there's no cry of a child in my home. That's a son, which is my son. I thought of the incident between I and Dele, and I was wondering if the curse left him and now is upon me. I don't know how to confess this to my wife. Should I reach out to my friend Dele, or should I confess to my wife and let's seek the face of God? Sincerely, I am confused. I need help.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sure you liked the video. Please subscribe and support us. My name is Ebuka. I am not Ebuka in this story. Yes, I'm not. Drop your comment as regards what Ebuka did in the comment section. Thank you.